Recording.
I lovely. We get it.
Dog, let's talk about love now. Have you pulled some heartstrings
I
tonight?
mean, I mean, I
Ever been in
you
love?
know, have I ever been in love? In love, I don't know. Love is weird because there's multiple meanings to this. There's to be in love, and then there's to feel love or to express love, to feel loved. And I don't know, they all
Okay.
use the same word, but they all mean different things. To be in love, I I
Mm.
guess, yeah, I guess I could say yeah. I
Okay.
think so.
Okay. Romantic love?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. How old were you when you were last in love?
That would be giving away too much information. Cannot, no comment on that. But
Oh gosh.
at some point there, young though, pre
So
18.
was it an unrequited love? Something like that, you know?
I don't even know what unrequited means though.
Oh dog. Okay, so like dog, like basically like were you in love with the person and they leave you and you still were in love with them?
Somewhat, but more my fault. But still, yeah,
Your fault. Your fault.
yeah,
I mean, dog, I'm not trying to air out anybody's dirty laundry on this podcast, especially not my own co-host dirty laundry. But
totally.
I feel like that would be an interesting story for the viewers. But let me not get into that too. Let me not get into that too.
Another time, 1,000
Another
subs.
time.
Right? We
Yeah,
revisit it.
a thousand subs. We'll visit this topic, and and I will tell you all personally how
Yeah.
he lost his love. But what you think? What do you think
hmm
caused you to be in love though? Okay, with that
What
person. What
caused it?
about that person
So
made you fall in love with them?
I don't even know, to be honest. It might not even be the person to begin with. It might just have been just puberty, the change in hormones, whatever. Your brain chemistry changes, and then it just happened to be in a lot of the same places. You understand? So it may not have been what they, who they are, or how they look or anything, and more so just a byproduct of interaction. You know?
But that's not something like love. That's something like lust.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. As I thought, I mean, my definition of lust in my head is just it's physical attraction, no? Like sexual desire.
Well, you see, the thing is, right? Lust within itself isn't actually pinned down to sexuality. Lust is a yearning, a want, more immorally or more unethically, but
hmm
a longing for something, and basically why the reason why it's bad is because it's an unhealthy want. You know what I mean? So like,
hmm
like if you lust after, you could lust for power, you could lust for money. You know what I mean? Like that kind of
Yeah.
thing. But
Yeah.
what you describing to me something like more like lust than love? Like
Nah,
it's
it
something like
wasn't
it's
like
just.
an unhealthy desire for something at the time. At the time, it wasn't something I was even thinking about. It just sort of developed through just
Mm,
being in the same places, whatever, so on,
mm.
and boom.
All right. Okay. All right. So, but like, but the thing is, right? What I want to know is what would have made you, what circumstances made you fall in love? You know what I mean? Like, what were the
I,
circumstances?
that's a very complex question, and I I can't even
Oh,
tell you. I can't even tell you, to be honest, cause yeah, nah, man, they had very hard a couple of times since then, and couple of them memories just
oh. Now, well, you
gone.
see, the reason why I ask it that is
hmm
because, dog, truth be told, I personally have never been in love in my life,
hmm
right? And
Yeah.
the idea of falling in love was so fascinating to me because
Yeah.
me, I can't wrap my head. I would like to see myself as a person who isn't too ostentatious or too supercilious, but I think I see myself as someone who likes to, be giving and loving, but
hmm
I just can't wrap my head around the concept of being completely vulnerable to a whole other person besides myself. Like,
hmm
dog, what? You know what I mean?
Well, I guess I
Like in
didn't. I
that
wasn't
way.
completely vulnerable in that way. Maybe I
What
was
you mean?
incorrect about falling in love, but I don't know. I haven't really ever felt vulnerable to anybody at any point. So
But it would not be like the main aspect of love?
is it?
Viewers, what is love?
What
What we all
what is
consider
yeah?
falling in
What would
love?
you define as being in love? What
I would define
characteristics exemplify it?
I would say love is, how to put it by, love is something. Love is a strong emotional connection
Hmm.
felt between someone else and yourself to the point where
Oh, so you think love is reciprocal? You think that can't be
nah,
one way
nah.
love?
Nah, well, that's what unrequited love is. It's
Right.
like you
Yeah.
love
So
someone and they really
because in
could take
your
kind of
in your
way.
definition just now you said felt between two people.
Okay, well, let me change it up. Love is an emotional connection. Connection, because that means it has to be a correspondence.
Hmm.
But basically, a strong emotional desire or
Hmm.
passion felt
Hmm.
by one person to the point where if the thing that they love is taken away from them, they would be very hurt. You know what I mean? I guess.
I
That's a
guess
good.
I could see
I feel
that.
like that's too long. That's too long of a definition, boy.
Too
Let me
long. I
condense it
mean,
now.
you could boil what you said down to love is an emotion or a feeling from which if you feel it towards someone or something and that is then taken away from you, you're very hurt.
That's the same thing, boy. That's the same length. I trying to make it
Somewhat.
condensed for the viewers, you know, because I want to know what how can falling, like, is it worth it, boy? I see in people who married and
Is it
thing,
worth it?
and the divorce rate is 50%, you understand,
Yeah,
worldwide, and it's
I know.
and it's estimated to be give or take a little more. You understand? So
Mhm.
like, I what I want to know is it worth it now, boy? Like, what is love? If love is supposed to be forever,
What is
then
love
it can't be.
if you don't love me?
Big man thing. I want to know, like, viewers, listeners, I should say, is love worth it, boy?
Is
What
it
is love?
worth it?
Do you know what I mean? And if it's fleeting, if it only
Hmm.
lasting for a certain period of time,
It's finite
is it real
in
love?
nature.
That's really love? You know what
I
I mean?
don't know. This is a very complex question.
No, well, I mean, we have to ask the questions,
We
and
have
there's a new
that. Yeah, it's
conversation.
a new
You know what I mean?
conversation. It is.
I want to know, because some people go sit down there and say, yeah, boy, I've been in love, or yeah,
Hmm.
girl, I love you, this and that, and it's like, oh, wait, no,
No, but those are two different things, no? To be in love and to love somebody.
but what? Oh,
Yeah, I know. I think
oh,
they
wait,
are. I think they are. Because
wait, how?
I love my mother. I'm
Gosh,
not
not like
in love
that,
with
not
my
like that.
mother. No,
No,
but
no, 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 no,
those
not
are
like
two
that.
different, two separate feelings,
Oh
no?
gosh, nah, I mean, like, in the context of a man telling a woman, girl, I love you, ting, 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 ting. Or like a real, like he says, a real steamy session, dog. Steamy, steamy,
Hmm.
steamy in the bedroom. You think? And in the heat of the moment, you hit ya, love you, or some,
Nah, nah,
or
that's
some,
not.
so that, but if that, if they
That's
say,
not this.
if they, no, listen, if they feel compelled enough to say that any point in time,
Hmm.
because them thing this happen, eh? If they
Hmm.
feel compelled enough to say that within that moment in time, wouldn't you say that in that moment in time, or can one make the argument that in that moment in time he was really in love? Ayo, that what I mean.
I
What I'm trying to say, you know?
I don't know. I
Dog, you
think
can't hit me that
I
right through,
think
you know.
you no.
I trying to get
Well,
the
I
answers, you
don't.
know.
This is a very
Trying to get the
complex
answers, you
topic.
know. Trying to get to the
And
I trying to get to
can
the
you
bottom of this, you know.
say that they were in love? That he was in love. I mean, I think you can't determine whether somebody is in love from a moment or one action. I think it's a compilation of things. It's not just one
Nah.
factor. Yeah.
Everything is a moment, ayo. Our
No,
life is a moment,
everything.
you know.
Your life is
The
it's a
grand scheme,
sequence
in the
of
grand
moments.
nah 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 nah, in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of time, dog, and in
Hmm.
the billions and billions of years, well,
Hmm.
so they say,
Yeah.
of the existence
Hmm.
of our ancestors, dog.
Yeah.
Our lives really don't count for nothing, dog. It's a moment. It's one speck in a speck
Mm,
of time.
Yeah, but you're you're comparing a human lifespan to all the time that there's ever been. But we exist on a scale, a relative scale. Like our lifetime is literally an eternity to a human. Like, like
Yeah, like our forever is literally how long we
yeah,
live. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
So to compare it
But
to uh the time of the life of the universe is a bit taking it out of context.
okay, all right, but one could make the argument, right? My what I'm trying to understand is right
Hmm.
is if love is so fleeting, is it really love? So what
But
I
is it
asked was in
fleeting?
that moment in time. Well, this is it. I know people who said that's why I'm asking you. People who have said, "Girl, I really love you." Ting, ting, ting. You seen them right
Yeah,
through.
but
Wifey or
they could
husband. Ting,
think that,
ting.
but would you
Two
call
months
that
later, they're
love then?
done. If they think that's what I'm trying to ask. If they think it's love,
Yeah,
is it
they could
not love?
think
It's every.
it's love, but you can
Who's the
think anything.
grandmaster? Love of a grandmaster. There's a principal of lover. They
Uh,
don't have
pl-
nobody. They have nobody with a flicking gavel saying, "Hey, this is love."
there's love.
Bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's all subjective to the one person. If that person think
I
it's love, then
guess.
it's love, you know. You know what I mean?
I guess you
So
could be
so
correct.
asking that. You know what thing about it? They have no timekeeper for love or no
Mhm.
officiator for love. You know what I
No
mean? So that one
official
person.
love inspector.
Yes, I mean, if you really think it's love, then it had to be love. So with that being said,
Hmm.
can love be within a moment in time? You understand? The love is already so fleeting. You know what I mean?
Can love be
That's what I want to know, you know.
within a moment in time? Yeah, I think love can be within a moment of time.
Changing of the story.
No, no, no,
Viewers,
no.
you're there,
You
listen.
can't. No, you can't define. Like you can't look at one moment and be like, yeah, that's love. But yeah, if they were in love, then yeah, the love would exist within a moment of time.
So let's go back, right? Let's rewind
Hmm.
the clocks to 5 minutes ago when I was saying a man, real steamy, you meet what?
Yeah,
In fact, let's personalize it, right?
please.
Let's
Okay.
personalize it. You're in a party, are you?
Uh huh.
You see a real sweet thing.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, let's be respectful. A real sweet young woman.
Young
You
lady.
understand?
Hmm.
You roll up thing. You're talking. Convo going nice, flowing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Boom, one thing leads to the next. You get one or two little best wines.
Uh huh.
You reach back to the you reach back to her crib now. Things get
Okay.
steamy.
So no more.
Understand? You realize now you and yourself. No, let's eliminate any kind of intoxication, any kind of alcohol.
Hmm.
Understand? You're on a sober head.
Yeah.
Completely and totally sober. All, you there, get wet and wild, whatever. You reach to that point, and in that moment in time, you feel so compelled, so filled with emotion. No,
Mm.
you have no other choice but in your instantaneous moment of thinking, but to say, I love you. You know what I mean?
Well, that would be a complete and utter lie. But
But that's the thing. Would it be if yeah,
yes,
what I said?
yes,
You and
yes.
yourself. No. Listen. I just asked you the same question. If love could be in a moment, you said yes. I'm asking you it now. In your heart
Yeah,
and
but
your
in that
mind,
moment,
you
it
think
wouldn't
that
be
it's love.
love. Yeah, you could
But
think that,
how
but
come? Why? Why not? If you think it's love, then it's love. That's what I
mm,
mean.
that also that's what you're saying. Love is just
That's what I'm trying to
a
say.
self-defined thing. It's just it.
Everything is subjective. There's no officiator for love.
Uh,
There's no love counselor. There's
uh,
not a man who's come to your house with a big book and say, "What's your name?" All right, you're in love. You know what I mean? Like, dog,
yeah.
is love is one. What love could be 1 minute. Love could be 1 year. One could be 1 million years. That's what I'm trying to understand. I don't even
So
know. I don't know. But I'm
no, I
asking.
understand. No, I understand what you're saying, but I think where we differ is I think that it's possible for people to mislabel emotions. If you
Okay, all
understand, it's
right.
like it's the same way people like a lot when people get angry. The root of most anger is sadness. So they'll say they're angry when they're actually sad. So you could feel something and describe it as love when the emotion that you're feeling is actually better described by another word. If you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, right. I understand what you're saying. But you see, the thing is, right, is that if I were to have something or someone near and dear to me
Mhm.
exit my life, right? And I know
Mhm.
that person in the long run wasn't necessarily beneficial. In fact, their presence in my life was more detrimental than it was beneficial.
Well then,
And
were they near and dear
I
to
would to
you?
lie and say they were near and dear to me.
But
I really wanted them in my
how?
life, but
But if they're
no,
not beneficial.
because you could have an unhealth. You could have a that's what lust is, isn't it? A unhealthy desire. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But listen to the scenario,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
They were to walk out of my life now, and I say, "F them, I cool, thing, I good." You know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
acting like I'm the happiest man alive. Call me Marshall. Hey, and all this time, deep down in my heart, I know that's not the truth. Then that's when it's a lie. If I were in my heart, if I think to myself, okay, I really do miss this person. If my subconscious mind knows the truth and I know the truth to myself, then
Mhm.
I think I know what the emotion is. So it's not to say like I don't know what it is. A lot of people know what they're feeling, but they just don't want to say it, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying now,
Yeah.
boy? So like how
No,
you
I
were saying
understand
just
what you're
now,
saying.
people don't know their emotions and this and that. I don't think necessarily as the case, and I think they know what it is they're thinking about and feeling and just don't want to say it. You know what I mean?
I think there may be a bit of both.
A bit of both. All
Yeah.
right. Like I know when I'm surprised. I know when I'm confused. I
Surprised,
know what
yes.
I'm sad. I know when I'm angry. You understand? I know when I'm feeling those things. I could lie to myself and try to convince myself otherwise, but deep down I know what I'm feeling. And I think a lot of people do also. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I don't necessarily think is a I don't think it's necessarily something that's getting misconstrued by people. I think it's something that they know, but just don't want to accept, or something that trying to change. Like a feeling that they know they have, but they're trying to change it. That's what I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what time are you on there though?
We really.
You
I mean,
serious?
we could cut it here. We could cut it here.
All right. Well,
Well,
that's
it's
love,
been,
ladies and gentlemen.
what has it been? It's been
It's been a new conversation
with who, boy?
with Justin
And
and
I.
no.
Solomon.
We had to say that. We had to run it back. We had to run it back.
Nope, nope, we're not getting it back.
Stop.
And that's the end of
Stop.
the episode, folks. It was lovely. See you all in the
Yeah.
next part.
See you
Adios.
later.